Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Leaving a Legacy here on my channel with Chelsea. Today we've got our first games of the Champions League coming up. I forgot of course that those games were quite soon on in the season. If you are new to the save, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new. It would really help me out. Let's crack on with today's episode. So we haven't actually managed to get through that much of the season as much as I wanted to, unfortunately, but that's all right. We've got important games coming up, so I've got to bring you those for the sake of the save. It's been interesting what we have done. We left you at the Spurs game, didn't we? We beat Watford 1-0 with a goal from Tammy Abraham. He's playing quite well, Tammy, at the start of the season, but Timo Werner has just come back from injury. He's back to full fitness now, so we'll see what he can do. Mason Mount scored a penalty against Wolves. We lost that one 3-1. It was a bit strange, this one. 2 penalties for Wolves. I don't particularly want to show the highlights here, but 2 penalties for Wolves in the match stats there. You can see over here we are. Jimenez, Mason Mount, Cody and Adama Traore scoring there for Wolves. So that was a bit of a kick in the teeth. Don't forget though, we are bedding in our team. We've got an almost entirely new squad here at Chelsea with the signings that were made previously before I arrived. So yeah, it's going to be the case of really building this season, I think. Against Stoke it was much better in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Mason Mount, who I think is going to be a brilliant player this FM. Tammy Abraham, Kai Havertz scoring his first goal for the club, and then Jadon Sancho as well. If you haven't realised, go back and watch the previous episode. I signed Sancho, I signed Aouar. It was an amazing summer transfer window. I think I pleased a lot of Chelsea fans there. Against Liverpool, it was a really good game, this one. 1-0 to us. Timo Werner scoring on his return to the team. Brilliant game, that one, brilliant result. And then against Burnley just now 2-0 to ourselves. Tammy Abraham with a brace there. So our Champions League group, we got Borussia Mönchengladbach, we got Zenit St. Petersburg, and the big team we got in our group is Inter Milan. So I think we've got a good chance of progressing into the Champions League knockouts, but we will see. We'll play it by ear, but I'm quietly positive that we can top the group. Let's get to the match. I think what we'll do this episode is bring you the Mönchengladbach game. We'll skip the Leeds game because we played that earlier on the season. I'll play that off camera, and then we'll bring you the Zenit game as well. So here we are then, everybody. Day of the game itself. As you can see, we've got a couple of knocks, suspensions and injuries here. Wanted to get rid of Baba Rahman in the transfer window. I got a bid accepted, but he didn't accept it in time. He's going to be going, I think, in the January transfer window. Tamori is playing really well, but in fact I think they're fair enough actually. I do really want to try and rest and rotate the team a little bit here. I'm going to do this. It seems to want to change this around a bit, so we're going to make you a deep lane playmaker here. Sancho had a little bit of a knock. He's been a bit iffy, Sancho. I mean, he scored his goal in the Carabao Cup when he came on, but he's not been sort of free scoring as I would like. Same with Havertz there, but Aouar's been impressive for me. Ziyech I like over on the right here, so let's bring him in over on the right. I'm not sure about these positions quite yet. I think we're getting somewhere. We're getting something, I think, and these I need to tinker around with a bit more. But let's, without further ado, let's just get on to the game itself. So I just want to reiterate how much I love this screen. It looks so beautiful, the team sheet. I know it's really simple. It's just a list of names, but I think it looks absolutely cracking myself. So we're going with this team. We've got Mendy in goal. I'd like to give him a go in goal. Reece James at right back, been very impressed with James this FM so far. Tamori Silva, Ben Chilwell, Mason Mount at deep laying playmaker, Conte as box to box, Ziyech over on the right, Havertz down the middle, Sancho on the left, and Tammy Abraham up front. We have got Werner, who I intend to bring on at some point this game to get him some game time. So let's go to the dressing room. We're going to do pump fist. We're going to do we are the favourites here. Let's go out and give the fans something to cheer about. Didn't seem to work. I'm tempted, by the way, to replace Tammy Abraham, to replace Jody Morris as an assistant manager. I really much prefer having an assistant manager with brilliant stats who gives me good tactical advice and, most importantly, man management and motivational skills, because I don't like doing the old team talks, and I prefer to leave it to my assistant. So I'll be looking around for that. I know Chelsea fans might be a bit upset with me. That's just the way I do it there. Sancho playing it to Abraham. I do think it might be a little bit fast, but I'm going to leave it as is because we've got 2 games to go through at the moment. Again, the only little concern I have with this FM so far, all the rest of it is amazing and beautiful. It's just this dugout view here. I don't like that at all. But that is just a little bit of a personal thing of mine. Other people I've spoken to quite like it, I think. So we've had some good chances. What's the XG saying over there? 0.74 for ourselves. We're on positive mentality. That is good. Going to keep it as is, I think, till half time. Would like a win here to get the ball rolling on our Champions League groups here, but not much happening in terms of highlights. It's a throw in to Borussia. Conte trying to close down here. These midfield battles which you see. Thuram scoring there for Borussia Mönchengladbach. That is a shame. We can be a little bit suspect at the back. It's something I've noticed. We're not quite there yet. I suspect it will just take us a little bit of time to get full motoring in our form and our sort of gelling together as such. So I'm not unduly worried. What I've seen of the team when we are good, I've seen enough to know that we will score. So I'm not unduly worried here. Havertz playing it in. Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham. Oh, unlucky Tammy. Good effort there, son. So, coming into the half-time here, Chelsea 0, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1. Oh dear, that is a bit of a downer, bit of a shame, but I'm going to throw water bottle. It doesn't allow me to throw the water bottle. No gesture. I'm not happy. Show me something else in the second half. I'm going to put my hands in my pockets for that. Show me something else in the second half. Everybody there seems motivated enough. Let's start the second half. In fact, I think I'm going to bring on Havertz. I think I'm going to bring on Timo Werner here up top for Tammy Abraham. Let's start the second half. Yeah, so it's taken me a little bit of a while to get into the season. I think it's I haven't actually played it that much, really. I must admit, I've been just enjoying launch week and other content, etc. Been trying to sort a few other things out my end. Werner, Mount, Ziyech, good save by their keeper Sommer there. So yeah, I haven't played that much. I haven't gone that deep into the season. That's going to be, I suspect, for this weekend for me. Coming into the 60th minute, I'm going to demand more. We do seem a little bit shaky like that. I mean, Kante's on a 6.7 and his rating is going down there. Jadon Sancho again on a 6.3. I'm not sure. I'm going to bring on Callum Hudson-Odoi, who I've been pleased with when he's come in, and we're going to play him as an inverted winger on attack. And then, should I leave it as that? Yeah, let's leave it as that and confirm the changes there. Yeah, so Sancho's been a little bit disappointing early on in the season. I'm sure it won't take him too long. He's too good of a player to not progress with us and not be an asset for us. But the funny thing was, on transfer deadline day, Donnarumma handed in a transfer request to AC Milan. He's transfer listed for 53 million. I can't afford him right now, but he's definitely one I'm looking at. Donnarumma, of course, an outstanding keeper for the last 2 or 3 FMs. We are not doing well here at all, unfortunately. We've not seen much in the way of highlights. I'm going to get Pulisic on for Ziyech there, and we're going to play him as an inverted winger there. Confirmed changes. So it might well be, like I say, it might be just we need to tinker with a few things, to iron out a few things, you know, over the next few games, just to get everything right. Chilwell to Havertz, Werner with a shot, Sommer with a save there. Should have done better there, Timo Werner. Last 5 minutes, I don't think we're going to get anything here, unfortunately. And this tactic, I know it suits the players that we've got here, but again, I'm not 100% sure that it's the right one to go with. There is the one with the deep laying playmaker there, so I'm going to throw water bottle. I'm far from pleased with that performance and that result there, so not happy at all with that loss in the Champions League. There's a lot of time, a lot of games left to be played. It's certainly not the end of the world, but it does put pressure on us to win our games against Inter there as well. I'm going to play the Leeds game offline now, and then I'm going to come back to you for the Zenit St. Petersburg game shortly. Okay everyone, here we are at the day of the Zenit game. The Leeds match, by the way, finished 3-1 to ourselves. It was a good game for us, that one. It was tense right up until towards the end when we scored a couple of goals right at the end. So we're going with the slightly rotated side here, I think. We're going to go with Tammy Abraham up front. Sancho was good when he came on last game. He really did seem to unlock their defence there, the Leeds defence. So I've given him the nod. Aouar is coming in an attacking midfielder for Havertz. Pulisic over on the right scored a goal against Leeds. Box to box, Conte. Kovacevic has been brilliant for me in recent games, so he gets the nod. Mason Mount, I think, is very, very good, but I don't know if it's his time just yet, so I'm going to go with Kovacevic here. Chilwell over on the left. Should I play Emerson? No, we'll play Chilwell. Thiago Silva, Tomori, Azpilicueta and Kepa in goal. Let's get to the game. Hopefully, as well, I'm going to work out, you know, a way to make the sort of the episodes more condensed here. It's at the start of the season, of course, at the start of a new game. I'm going to be going over some new features and stuff like that. Most games, most episodes, so and my thoughts. So yeah, it's going to be slightly longer episodes. Normally, I aim for sort of 15 to 20 minutes maximum. Type thing for episodes. I like it to be around 15 minutes ideally. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was the actual time of the upload itself. Would you prefer me, since we're in lockdown 2.0 now, would you prefer me to upload earlier in the day, sort of a lunchtime type upload? I know a lot of you are working from home, bored around lunchtime with your sandwiches and your cups of tea. You're probably firing up Football Manager yourselves to play it, and I was wondering if that might be a good time, because I did notice last night there were hundreds, and I do mean hundreds, of Football Manager videos released between sort of 4:30 to 7 o'clock. It really was quite mind-boggling, the number of Man United and lead saves I saw come out. Kovacevic, Chilwell. Important that we get a result here, Kovacevic. So what do you think? I mean, I was thinking sort of 12:30, something like that for release times. I know that's become slightly more popular as well since good old Work the Space, my mate Jack, has started releasing his videos then. I mean, the other problem, of course, is that the big YouTubers are uploading 2 or 3 vids a day, aren't they? Bless them. So they're going to have their captivated audiences there. And I think there is a danger. Pulisic scoring for Chelsea there. Brilliant goal from Pulisic. He has improved the last few games for sure. I think there is a danger of oversaturating, you know, people just having too much FM, if there is such a thing. Brilliant ball in from Kovacevic there. That was lovely. I do love these through balls here on this new FM. The match engine is just superb. It really, really is leaps and bounds above what it was before. So we should beat Zenit fairly handily here. Pulisic getting it again, playing it in. Zirkov with the clearance. We should beat Zenit fairly handily here. Because we lost to Borussia Mönchengladbach earlier, it means it does put pressure on us. Sancho, Jadon Sancho with a goal there for Chelsea. Superb stuff. We are going places, boys. We are going places with this Chelsea side. A couple of shock results, by the way, in the Premier League earlier. I'll show you the table, the Premier League table at the start, at the end of this game. But yes, lots to ponder for me going forward. I am obviously very, very delighted with the channel numbers, etc. I know I don't focus on those. I do these vids mainly for fun, mainly for my own edification. At the moment, anyway. Who knows in the future? But yeah, I'm delighted with the start, with the views and the numbers. It really has been pretty brilliant for me. But let me know what you think. I mean, are you in lockdown? Do you skive on your skive? It's your lunch, isn't it? If you sort of clock off and fire up FM, maybe watch an FM vid or two. Let me know down below what you think, if I should change my upload time, or do you prefer, do you like the 4:30 sort of upload time there? Tammy Abraham. Oh, lovely jinking run from Tammy there. It's going to be interesting, isn't it, to see from our massive, unbelievable side, to see which players make the most and grab their spots, you know, in the team, become first team regulars for us. I think I've got an idea, you know, of who I want, but it's so competitive for places. Awar, he's been, oh, lovely shot there from Awar. That is it. Compared to Havertz, so I know Havertz was amazing last FM, and he is a good player in real life, don't get me wrong, but I think Awar has got that something, that little bit of stardust, that little bit of magic in his boots. Kovacic, Conte, Awar, Kovacic, Azpilicueta, Pulisic, lovely play. Sancho with a shot there, blocked by Zenit. So we are all over Zenit St. Petersburg here. Corner kick to Chelsea. Awar closing down, and hopefully you're loving Football Manager 21 as much as I am. I sort of asked last episode for your opinions on it. Still asking for that. Is there anything that you'd like to see change? Any little gripes that you have? The only problem, or the big problem I have, is that I have been, or I'm used to playing on 150% zoom because I'm old and my eyesight's not so good, and the 125% zoom or less slightly hurts my eyes after a few hours. And the in-game panel thingy, you know, the in-view panel thingy, if you go to 125% zoom, Awar scoring there for us. If you go to 125% zoom, you only get 2 panels of info on the iPad view thing that you have, whereas if you're at 125%, you get 4, which is what I need for my info. I'll just show you here what I mean. So look, yeah, so it's actually 6, isn't it? But if you go to 150% zoom, as I like, you don't get anywhere near that amount of info. I've also noticed as well, I'm working on it, the in-game seems to flicker sometimes it goes black and flickers sometimes, and then it goes really, really jerky for me. I don't know if that's my graphics card. I don't know if it's the Windows update. I don't know if it's OBS. But if you found that, and if you've got a solution to it, let me know, please, down in the comments below. I am looking for how to resolve that issue. It's the first time that's ever happened to me on FM. So 3-0 to Chelsea so far here. Convincing win. XG story tells us a different story there. No, it doesn't. We are this line here, so 3-0 to Chelsea here. Let's go to the dressing room and give the halftime team talk. I'm very happy with the way things are going, and we'll start the second half. So I'm pleased with the players who've come in. I think I'll tell you who I would like to add to the squad. I don't think we're going to be able to do it in the Jan, but I want Upamecano. I want Camavinga or Declan Rice. Sancho with another goal there. So I was doing him down, doing a bit of disservice earlier on in the episode, but he's come good for us there with another goal for us. But obviously we've got to take it with a pinch of salt, with a grain of salt. It is only against Zenit, but you can only beat who's put in front of you. So yeah, Camavinga I want Upamecano, and I want Donnarumma. I think those are going to be my transfers in the summer. That's what I like to do, by the way. I recommend you do the same thing. Your scouts should be out scouting. You should be improving your scouting network as you go through the season, and then you should have in mind through the season exactly who you're going to go for. Your number 1, your number 2, your number 3, etc. priorities. And as the season draws to the end, you should be pursuing those relentlessly to add to your squad. Kante, Aouar, Tomori, Kovacevic, he's been brilliant. He really has. He's such a dominating figure in that central midfield. Asman, Gisbua with a shot. 55th minute. So these episodes at the start of the save are going to be a little bit elongated. Pulisic. Defended, well defended there. Going to be a little bit elongated to get us used to the game, to get used to the team, etc, etc. But like I say, I do like to try and have 15 to 20 minute long episodes. So I'm going to be actively looking to sort of shorten the episodes if I can as we go on. And normally as well, what I like to do, again, you may be different. I know a lot of content creators watch my episodes, so let me know what you think. But I like to try and have 6 to 8 episodes a season at the most. Keep it nice and short and concise. Amazon scores there 6 to 8 episodes a season. Let's drop down to balanced mentality, and I think that sort of keeps the momentum. It keeps it fresh for the viewer. But I know some people do like 12, 14 episodes a season, covering almost every single game that they can. I think that's a little bit overkill myself. We're going to get Ziyech on for Pulisic. We're going to get Kai Havertz on for... No, are we? We'll leave that one for now. We're going to get Timo Werner on for Tammy. And we're going to confirm those changes there. Sancho's having a stormer of a game over on the left-hand side. Look at him now. He's on an 8.0. His heart is a little bit down, but Chilwell is in the red. I might look to replace him if I can. Yeah, we're going to bring on Emerson, I think. Let's go to... This is going to take me a while to get used to this business. Let's go to bring on Emerson here. I'm looking forward, by the way, to getting to downloading all the views that I'm used to. I'm hoping Jack, can you release your views, please, mate? If you're watching, that would be much, much appreciated. Yours are always the best, sir. You are the OG, the top dog. Ziyech into Werner, over to Sancho with a shot, hits the post there. Lovely stuff from Chelsea. So I'm looking forward to those views. I've tried to make my own, but they're never quite as good as the ones the top boys come up with. So looking forward to them releasing those. So brilliant win for Chelsea there, 4-1 to ourselves, getting the ball rolling in the Champions League's groups. Like I say, I mean, because we lost that game against Borussia, it means that we're going to have to, the games against Inter are going to be big games for us. Let's go to the schedule screen and see where we're going to be back to you at. So just looking at the league table here, early on in the season, we've only played 6 games, of course, but we have played Liverpool, one of the big teams, and Spurs, obviously, as well, and we won both those games, so it's looking decent enough for us. We're 1 point off Man City. I feel that Man City game is going to be big, and then, of course, the thing about the Premier League is it's so competitive, isn't it? Any team can beat anybody else on their day. That's why we love it so much. Now I think I'm going to come back to you we've already played Spurs this season, so I think I'm going to come back to you at the Inter game here. So it's going to be Inter versus Brighton. We're going to play this one here because, as I say, I don't want this this season to go on too long. I mean, it's all right, I think, in my mind, because it's the first season, but we're gonna try and play these games now and then come back to you at the Inter and Brighton games for you. So if you have enjoyed that episode there, please leave a like down below, a subscribe if you're new. It'd really help me out. I know it's annoying when people ask for like targets and stuff like that. I don't do that myself, but obviously it does help me out. If you would subscribe, that would be brilliant as a new content creator. Many thanks for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, everybody.